Hey, what is up everyone, Ian Paul here, and welcome along to episode number 17 for round number 16, the Russian Grand Prix on F1 2019 for season number 1. Weather looks fantastic, so let's have a look at the development. And development, yeah, we're not looking too bad. We're comparing favourably with Racing Point, I would say. And yeah, contract looks good. We get a new one at the end of this race. I'm pretty sure on that one. We'll double check that for you. And you know I'm going to be going all out for the best stuff. Certainly coming up to the last few races that we need. So you can see everything has been modified to sort out for next season. That is wonderful. We've got all that sorted. So we're going to now start getting work on certainly the aero. I want that for Mexico, so we'll see how that goes. We've took new stuff from qualifying last to Singapore, so let's look at the championship. Lewis Hamilton leads away, tied with Valtteri Bottas. We're in third place. Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Pierre Gasly, Sergio Perez, Devon Butler, Nico Hulkenberg round out your top 10 in points. And in the constructors, Mercedes powering away with it. Ahead of Ferrari, then comes Racing Point, Red Bull, Haas, Renault, McLaren and Alfa Romeo with Williams and Toro Rosso bringing up the rear of the field. Still, 5 people have yet to score. Giovinazzi, Kubica, Albon, Kvyat and George Russell. Really a shame. And there they are. Not scored yet. So we're going to go get practiced around the Sochi Autodrom, and then we are going to qualify this bad boy somewhere, hopefully near the front, and we'll see you guys for the Russian Grand Prix.
Welcome one and all to the Russian Grand Prix. We're just a stone's throw from the Georgian border here at Sochi as we get ready to begin the race that served up an absolute cracker back in 2015. A last lap collision between Kimi Raikkonen and Valtteri Bottas sparked controversy in that race, so let's hope the racing is just as tight today. Situated just 3 miles from the Georgian border, the 3.6 miles Sochi Autodrom has 2 notable overtaking opportunities into turn 1 and then turn 13. 18 corners in total here, 12 to the right and 6 to the left, and it's an average lap speed of around 130 miles per hour. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Let's talk about Paul. That was a great podium in the last race, so can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Paul lines up on pole position and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Max Verstappen and Vettel, Weber, Butler, Norris and Pierre Gasly, Perez, Grosjean, Nico Hulkenberg and Ricciardo, Russell, Raikkonen, Robert Kubica and Daniel Kvyat. Giovinazzi and Alexander Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Let's be patient going into turn 1. We want to be in a good position for the rest of the race. Good luck.
Sweet. So we're going to be rolling off pole position. We did the job, folks. We did the job. Going to be a one-stop today. Hopefully a very simple one-stop. We're not going to run into any problems. We're not going to run into any trouble. But with this race, you never ever know what is coming your way. It is a rather boring circuit, a rather bland circuit. See if we can do an undercut, do an overcut. The overcut don't work too badly, so maybe we'll think about doing that some point in the future. We don't exactly know yet, but yeah, all in all, looking good for the race. We should be beaten into turn 1, no problem, but hopefully we can work it out from there. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's try and win our 5th race of the season at the Russian Grand Prix. If not, we'll die trying. Well, here we go then, folks, to the running of the Russian Grand Prix for pole position. And it's lights out, and away we go. And as normal, we get an absolutely atrocious start, trying to cut Hamilton off. Bottas into the lead, Leclerc goes through. We've managed to cut off Hamilton, so we've only lost 2 positions there down to the run to turn 2. And we're just going to dive bomb it down the inside, almost take the cone with us. Get a bit of banging on wheels on Leclerc as well. Here comes Hamilton. Oh, get away, Hamilton. Side by side through turn 3 with Lewis Hamilton. That's not going to work. And nor is that dive bomb. Yeah, you sit back there. We went very wide. As they're all 2x2x2 behind me, which is never any good. But Bottas leads from Charles Leclerc. We're in 3rd place. Thank you very much. Don't ask how that happened. It did. That's how that happened. As we come through this technical section to the back straight here, turn 10. And still 3rd position belongs to ourselves. As we head on down to turn 12, see if we can put a big dive bomb on Charles Leclerc. We've got to run. We've got to run. Which way are you going, Charles? Inside? Outside? We'll go out inside. How's that? Big dive bomb, almost banging our wheels, and thank you very much. P2. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Job done. So, let's jump after the Russia specialist here, shall we? Because if we don't jump after the Russia specialist, we're not going to get anything out of this race. He's disappearing down the road already, mind you. That's to be expected from this Mercedes powertrain. That's not happening the slightest, as we are about just over a second behind Valtteri. We want to be closer than that if we can, as Leclerc's being lined up by Lewis Hamilton for P3. That should be job done, because Lewis he's going to go around the outside of turn 2. That's a bit brave, Lewis. He's going to get the job done, though. Should be hanging him out through turn 4, and yep, that'll do. Thank you very much. Job done for Lewis Hamilton's Grosjean and Ricciardo start their own little personal fight here for P13. Where are we going? Daniel's going to do the same move around the outside of turn 2. And yeah, that's job done. Oh, I tell you what, look at that Williams try and take Grosjean as well. Who's that? That looks like George Russell. I think that's George Russell. He's going to get the job done as well. Yes, it is George Russell. Note they're still side by side down to turn number 5. As the 2 Alfa Romeos, sorry, that's Raikkonen and Albon, is that? No, so that's Raikkonen and Kubica. I do apologise. They're having their own little personal fight here. For P16, I want to say? Yeah, 16, 17, 18, yeah, that's it. It's P16. Kubica should get that job done into the next turn. But no, Raikkonen's going to hold him there. Fair play, that man. Now, how did this finish up here? Between Russell and Grosjean in the fight for P14. Tell you how it ended. It's going to end the same way it started. With Russell on the softs, Grosjean on the mediums. And Russell should go around the outside, really dick up Grosjean. That's an F1 2018 trick there. That's a job done. So up the road here, Nico Hülkenberg now fights Lando Norris for P10. Let's see. Oh, that was easy as you like. Move Nico up to P10. Meanwhile, I tell you what, that's a fair distance back there for Mr. Russell. If he what is going to be overtaken? I think the overtake was actually happening between Raikkonen and Grosjean behind them, and Raikkonen's past. Will Kubica get past Grosjean? Grosjean's going backwards, and backwards very quickly, I must point out. Still side by side into the next corner, and Grosjean's going to retain that position. Thank you very much. He might even dip Kubica up a little bit more as we go up to the back straight. That is my man Sergio. Who's he fighting with? He is fighting with Lucas Weber for P8. Oh, that's easy. That was easy enough. Thank you very much. Job done. How's this in between Lando Norris and Nico Hülkenberg for P10? Whoa, there goes Sergio. And here comes Lando. Down the... Who's that behind him? That's one of the Red Bulls behind him. I think that's the man Gasly. Is that the man Gasly? Well, if it is, he's had an atrocious start, ladies and gentlemen. I think it is the man Gasly as well, as Raikkonen and Russell resume for P14. Raikkonen should get the job done. Williams not very good against the Alfa Romeo, although the Alfa Romeo is the worst car in the field at the moment, but don't tell anybody. We're on lap 3 though. We've gained a little bit on Bottas, but we don't seem to be doing much more. We're just outside of DRS range, which is really annoying. I cannot state how much annoying that is, but here's something that's definitely not annoying on lap number 4. Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc for P3. Leclerc's got DRS. Leclerc's going to go for it round the outside at turn 2 through turn 3. Hey, see Sebastian. See Sebastian dive in there. He thought, oh yes, I'll have some of that. Lewis is going to hang him around the outside though. Through turn 4. Oh, big lockup from Leclerc, and Hamilton will keep that position just for now. As we now go to what was confirmed as the man Gasly. We're fighting with Nico Hülkenberg for P11. Go on, the man Gasly in that Toro Red Bull Honda. Oh, that is extreme down the inside of turn 2. Big lockup from Hülkenberg. Hülkenberg doing his best Lance Stroll impersonation, or Sergei Sorokin from F1 2018, I should say. And around the outside will go, inside will go Nico Hülkenberg. You may even dip Gasly up into Ricciardo, but that's not happening. As we go to Kimi Raikkonen and George Russell resume for P14. Look at the grunts that Mercedes power has got over Raikkonen. That is job done, game over. Thank you very much on that position. Speaking of job done, game over, whoa, we're deep into the infield technical section here. And still chased after Bottas, but I don't think that's going to happen because we just don't have an answer for him. We don't have the answer. We have no answer, and we have nothing we can give him at the moment. He's pulled out half a second on us. Half a second? Where did he pull that out of his ass? He must have pulled that out of somewhere, because we didn't give it to him. As Weber and Perez fight again for P8. That Renault and powertrain in the back of that McLaren really pushing him forward and moving him up into P8. Lucas Weber, as we go to his teammate Lando Norris fighting with Nico Hülkenberg for P10. Oh, look at this. This is going to be the Renault Works team easily passing the McLaren Renault into turn 2. Job done on that one. We still have the fastest lap of the race, and yet we're not catching Valtteri Bottas. Isn't that a shocker, folks? It really is. So I know we were due to come in on lap number 6, but I might come in on lap number 5, the end of this lap. See if we can, try and undercut. So we'll go for it. We'll come in for the soft tyres this lap and see what we can do. See where we can go from here. Because the only way we can really go is, well, stay in P2. Lewis is not exactly gaining on us, but we're not exactly gaining on Mr. Bottas, as Perez and Weber resume for P8. Oh, that's a job done, easy as you like, from Sergio, the man Sergio. Good job, mate, as Lando and Hülkenberg keep their fight going for P10. How's this going to work out for you, Lando? He's going to try around the inside of turn 12. Yeah, why not? Have a go, because you've got the outside for turn 13. Thank you very much. That's job done. You'll be passed on the main straight, I'm going to confidently predict that. Hopefully not, as Raikkonen and Russell resume for P14. Wow. That Alpha just breezed past him like he wasn't even there. And speaking of wasn't even there, here we go. Pit stop coming up as we come to this awkward pit lane. And I mean awkward. It's goddamn awkward, ladies and gentlemen. So awkward, it's unbelievable. How do you even associate for this pit lane? It's just ridiculous. So into our garage of 22 men holding our new fresh rubber, and off we go again. See where we come out. We may come out at the back of the fight for last place with Kubica and all that lot back there, the two Toro Rossos and Giovinazzi. So let's see if we can put down some hot laps and see where we can go from here. Well, speaking of seeing who can go where, I think this might be a bit of an easy pass here by Sebastian on his teammate Charles Leclerc down into turn 2. That looked almost choreographed there as Vettel locks it up big time. and almost dicks Leclerc into the waiting arms of Max Verstappen. As we go to Lando, no, that's Weber and Perez. Not again. Perez, you should be using the absolute grunt in the back of that Mercedes to keep you ahead of him, but you don't. That's silly, stupid. Everything else as well. That's going to be job done around... well, no, it's not. Sergio's going to keep it right there through to turn number 5. And that's job done. So he'll retain P7, that will be. As we go to Norris, Hulkenberg and Gasly. The man Gasly's gaining on them pretty quickly as Hulkenberg gets around the inside of Lando. But Lando's going to go the inside. Look at Gasly! What a run Gasly got! Hey, go, go! Go, go, Gadget Gasly! Is what nobody says, because that just sounds incredibly stupid. As Hulkenberg defends like mad. Ricardo, he may have dipped Gasly into Ricardo. Let's see if that one comes away. Yes, it does. Big dive bomb from Daniel Ricciardo into turn... I think that's turn 6. No, that's turn 5, because that's turn 6. And there's turn 7. So that's all change in and around that area as we go to Russell and Raikkonen is now for P13. Will George Russell get the job done? He should do, round the outside. Because that's the favoured line. And yes, he will. P13 is all George Russell's. Now, we did see another fight here. The home favourite, Daniel Kvyat on Robert Kubica for P15. And the crowd are about to go absolutely nuts as the Russian goes through on the pole. And P15 belongs to Mr. Kvyat. Now, this is back live after we saw all that action. So lap number 7 these guys are on. This is still for P3. Leclerc now get back past Vettel. That looked a bit choreographed as well as Perez and Weber keep their fight going for P7. Who's that in front? That's Devon Butler up at the back of that train with Max Verstappen. Let's see if Weber gets the job done now. No, he doesn't! That Mercedes engine is really helping out Perez here. Helping him out a lot. So let's see if the Renault in the back of that McLaren that Lando Norris has got will help him against Nico Hulkenberg. I don't think it will because Hulkenberg gone the outside, and that's the preferred line through turn 2. And yep, that's P9 for Nico Hulkenberg. As we go to, I think Kvyat's going to be passed by the pole again. Here he is down the inside. That's not going to work because Kvyat will just hang it around the outside and get the traction. Yeah, that was dumb because now you've put yourself in the clutches almost of Alex Albon. I've got a feeling you may not keep that ride for too much longer, Mr. Kubica. As we go to Weber and Perez. Now this looks a bit more better for Weber. He's going to hang it there and go around the outside of turn 13. And that dicks Perez up. Thank you very much. Let's see if Kubica can have another go at Kvyat. I hope you can have another go. Yeah, that's the preferred line into turn 12. And, well, he's got that done before turn 12 even came into view. That's a bit crazy, that one. Now, who's it? That's Bottas. So Bottas is pitted. Let's see if our 2 laps are good enough to help us out with a bit of an undercut. I hope it is. One of the Ferraris is coming in at the back as well. I think that's Vettel actually. Oh, is he being held up? Yes, he is. That might help us out. It is Vettel. No, it's not. It's Leclerc. I do apologise. Oh, that's actually Hamilton. I do apologise. That's the 44 of Lewis Hamilton. He was not too far behind us. So, where are we going to come out in correlation to him? That's going to be an interesting question. I'm going to come out somewhere. We're not in the screen. Is that us up ahead? I don't know. I don't know where we are. It is Perez. Perez fighting with Weber now for P5. That should be job done. Yeah, there you go. Superior Mercedes powertrain passing inferior Renault powertrain. As we go to Kubica. Is that Kubica or is that George Russell again? That's George Russell and Kimi Raikkonen for P11. Oh, that's easy. Well done, George. Up into P11 you go. Thank you very much. Now, the home favourite. The hometown favourite, Danny Kvyat. Are you going to have another go at Robert Kubica again? you should have a go at Kubica for P13 because you go around the outside and hopefully you'll get the job done, which you actually just did. Now here we are, we're P16 and I don't see Hamilton anywhere near us, so I assume we came out miles. There he is actually. We came out miles in front of him. Oh, and a big dive bomb in turn 12 on Giovinazzi. Yeah, that's how you do that move. Pull the dive bomb off. Now let's see if we can get Bottas here. Or as the Americans call him, Botas. Will we get Botas? Does Bottas sound better or Botas? Botas sounds better, doesn't it? There goes Leclerc. He's going to have, Vettel. He's going to have another lap of this. There's a big train coming in. If only they came in a bit earlier, might have dicked up Bottas just a little bit more. Where are we? We got to be somewhere close. See where we come out. We're looking left. See if we come out somewhere. I think we're there behind that Toro Rosso. Yeah, there we are. That didn't work. Well, we've got past that Toro Rosso anyway. Which Toro Rosso was that? That better have been Albon. I hope that was Albon. Yes, it was Albon for P7. So let's see how this worked out. Actually, we'll see first the fight between Lando Norris and Daniel Ricciardo for P2 now. Although these two knuckleheads have got a pit yet. How's that going to work out for you? That's not going to work out too badly because the man Gasly's going to come through and take Lando now. Although, if I'm Lando, I'd hang it around the inside and try and get a traction run. And, yeah, just like that. He might keep P3 here, and he does. So, Ricciardo's P2, Norris is P3. This is definitely Alexander Albon. Whoa! That was a bit naughty, Alexander. Oh! Me pass you long time! Yes. That's my one of the racist reference. Now, this is back live. And you can see, look at this. We are gaining. We are gaining. We're right at the back of Bottas. Yeah, hello Valtteri. You remember me, don't you? You better remember me, because if you don't remember me, I'm going to make sure you do. We're coming around to start lap number 10. 4 laps to go at the Russian Grand Prix. The rest of the field are not pitting yet, I don't think. Actually, yes they are. So now we're going to take over de facto second place here. Depending on where that Ferrari is. Where is that Ferrari? It's there. So Leclerc was in the pit. So we're now P2. Let's see if we can use DRS to gain on Valtteri here. This is practically his home race. I think Finland's closer to Hungary than... Sorry, Russia than Hungary. Well, of course it is. Finland's right on its doorstep. It shares a border, for crying out loud. Now, here's someone who did well in the pit stops. Devon Butler. Whoa! Big slide there from Devon. That was a bit rude, bit naughty, bit of lock-up, and Weber's just going to go around the outside of him. Thank you very much. P7 for the German. I'll have some of that one. Meanwhile, we're so far up the Finns' gearbox. It's unbelievable, folks. We are right there. We can practically reach out and pull his gearbox out. So that's how close we are. We want to be even closer than that, though, to get a DRS pass, although we'll have another go here. Don't think we'll get him. We've got to overtake running, but we're running out of ERS. So we're going to stick it in non, and hopefully we can get some going into turn 1. Sorry, turn 2, I do apologise. As we go to the fight for 10th place between the two Renaults. Ricciardo is in front of Hulkenberg here. Or is it Hulkenberg in front of Ricciardo? I don't care, because they're both side by side. It's now Hulkenberg in front of Ricciardo. That was a bit easy if you ask me there. As you go to the man Gasly, who's having an awful race down in P12. So awful, in fact, that Roman Grosjean's just about to breeze past him like the man Gasly wasn't even there. So move Grosjean up a position. Thank you very much. As we go to Raikkonen and Russell resuming for P15. They've somehow found each other, and I think if Kimi can get past Russell, that's him up into P15. Wave 4 turn 12 even shows up in the mirrors. And now Kubica lost out big time in the pit stops. He's going to swoop around the outside of Giovinazzi, and Giovinazzi's going to hold it there, but he's going to have to get a relent and give Kubica P18. Speaking of give, we're going to have to take now. We're going to have to really take here. Try and get hold of Valtteri. down into turn number 1. We're gaining. We are gaining, but under braking for turn 1. Look how close we get. Our rear front wing practically touched his rear tyres there. Don't want to be any closer than that. Any closer and you may crash him out as we go to Butler and Weber fighting over P7. Come on, boys, have at it. Have at it, have it clean, and Will Butler. Yeah, that was stupid, Devon. Haha. Stay in P8 like a scrub. I saw Sergio behind them in P9. What's he doing there? Get over himself as Hulkenberg has a go at Ricardo has a go at Hulkenberg. That's going to be around the outside. Job done. Thank you very much. Well, I thought it was, but it's still going to be side by side through turn 3 as well, we'll have a look at that action in a second. I imagine that's Gasly and Grosjean for P12. Yes, it is Gasly and Grosjean for P12. See how that worked out. We saw Ricardo go past Hulkenberg for P10. Will Gasly get past Grosjean for P12? Yes, he will. Job done with the greatest of ease, if you don't mind me saying so. As we go to Russell and Raikkonen again for P15. Sort this fight out, lads, because if you don't sort it out, I'll sort it out for you. And it won't end very well for either of you, because I'll put you both back in your place. But they're going to hang it round turn 3, although I think, Russell's going to get that job done. So move him into P15. As we go to Giovinazzi and Kubica now fighting for last place. So that's not Giovinazzi, I do apologise. That is Giovinazzi, it's Alex Albon, not Robert Kubica. I do apologise to the pole there. But these two are side by side. This is the fight for last. Will the tie get the Italian? Yes, he will. Job done. P19, Alexander Albon. As we go to Devon Butler and Lucas Weber still fighting over P7. This is a good fight, if you ask me. Will Devon get the job done this time? Yes, he will, into turn 12 and move him up a position. Meanwhile, look how close we are to Valtteri. We have pumped it into hot lap. We have pumped it into overtake. We are going to go for this, folks. Big dive bomb coming into turn 1 as we start lap number 12. I can predict it already. We're gaining. We're gaining. We're right on his back tail. Bottas goes defensive. But thank you very much. Move. Oh, that was... Oi vey, Bottas moving all around the place, but get that job done. P1. We're in the lead of the Russian Grand Prix. As we go to Hulkenberg and Ricardo still fighting. That's a bit easy. That's a bit easy if you ask me. Move Hulkenberg into P10. That's that job done. As Norris has somehow found the back of Roman Grosjean. And Norris has somehow found... Oh, big lock-up from Lando into turn 1. And Grosjean will gladly take P13 back off him, if you don't mind me saying so myself. As we go to Raikkonen and Russell. These two are still fighting over P15. As we see that lock-up again from Lando and Raikkonen's pack. Oh, big lock-up, and I think there was contact with George Russell's front wing, so there might be wing damage on that Williams. That might be the last time we see that fight for P15. I hope not. As we go to Butler and Weber, still fighting over P7, and Butler's past him. Here comes Perez. Perez caught them both napping. Perez has caught Butler with his pants down. Yeah, that's how that works. Now, what's going to happen here? Oh dear. Kimi's retired. I can imagine the radio now. What the hell's going on here? This car did not work. I haven't a clue what's going on here. Well, I'll tell you what's going on, Kimi. You're out of the race. You're out of the race, and it is job done. Thank you very much. As we see Perez. Now, Perez, can you make up for your lack of what you did by taking P7 off Mr. Weber here? No, you can't. You are a scrub. You are a scrub in every sense of the word. And I want you fired. Speaking of fired, Albon's now chased after Kubica. He's got P17. No, he hasn't. Kubica's still got P17. That's that done. But meanwhile... victory, and we're pulling away from Bottas as well. Oh, this is going to be victory number 5 on the season, and it's going to be a sweet one at that, because we've actually beat the Mercedes on pace. Oh, you know. as we go past Raikkonen's stricken car. That's him job done out the race. But coming to the penultimate turns, ladies and gentlemen. Chalk up the 5th victory in the row. Get in! You get in there!
Do better than that at the next race. Not our best day by any means.
What?!
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today and the results speak for themselves.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. After today's performance, Valtteri Bottas secures the championship lead. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Well, there was a lot of incredible driving out there today, Crofty, but if I had to pick someone, it's got to be Sergio Perez. Fantastic driving.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Officially confused. I want to see the race director right now. Let's have a look at the incidents here. So, we had exceeding track limits warning and a corner cutting warning. No collision warnings, no failures. And we have not won that race. We got finished last and a lap down. Major controversy here at the Russian Grand Prix. Although, I've got a feeling Vladimir Putin's got something to do with that. Mother Russia. So somehow Valtteri Bottas won the race from Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Lucas Weber, Sergio Perez, Devon Butler, Nico Hülkenberg and Daniel Ricciardo. To say right now I am officially confused at this very second, at this very point in my time. I'm very confused right now because we won that race and yet we finished a lap down and 19th, and you saw us pass Bottas for the lead of the race. If anybody, and I mean anybody, could explain how that's happened, please let me know, because I'm confused. I am totally and utterly confused. Well, I don't care. We won that Russian Grand Prix. Bottas didn't win it, we won it. Even though it says Bottas won it. Well. Worst result of the season. Major controversy. We might as well just go back to the shop then and see what happens. I want to actually understand what happened there. I really do. But I don't even think I understand it. Well, we won the rivalry with Perez. Hopefully it doesn't affect our contract offer too much. We'll still be able to get a primo contract offer here from Racing Point. I still can't believe that. We won that race with a legitimate pass. We got the team goal. We got a fair few resource points, so we might as well get some resource stuff. 600 points there, and everybody's rep goes down. Oh dear.
What on earth was that performance? Come on, this isn't bumper cars at the fairground. Your results and conduct here matter, so pay more attention. We can't afford too many races like that.
Bitch, you better shut up. I am not in the mood. I will tell her now. I am not in the mood.
Rivals has also been invited to a historical event.
So,
Be a good opportunity
let's go for a
to
contract
rival
offer.
press and expand your reputation.
Right, I have a feeling because they want us to qualify 6th, finish 11th. We can do better than that. I want everything here, so we've got the end of the season in mind here. Trust me, folks. We've got the end of the season here. I want level 2 on that. I think we can do better in the race position. Give me P6. I like the sound of that. What'd you say?
All right, the terms have been agreed.
Good contract.
Left is to sign the paperwork. You'll be
And
on the
having
deal
that
from next
unlimited
April.
upgrades per department is going to help me out big time when it comes to the end of the season. Trust me. It is going to help out massively. I promise you that. So, let's see what we can get. I'm going to be looking really at these two. Now, Ian needs to do some numbers here. 1082. We can get that for Mexico. Just by 4 points. So we've got these two major upgrades. You're over there. I keep forgetting you're over there. You're over here. We get these two major upgrades for Mexico. That is going to help us out big time. That is going to be big. Very big. So I think we need some power to go with it for Mexico. So I think we want to start looking at those power upgrades on the side here. See if we can get something going over there. You know we're going to want them. We're going to want them. Trust me. Oh, they've only got 4 resource points left. And they're all alone. Right, the MG UK is not doing particularly well. Everything else is alright. So we might swap to the 3rd MG UK. Hope that doesn't affect the way it comes to the championship, man. Because we deserve to win that race. We won that race. I don't care. I'll stick a P1 in there. We won that bloody race. But guys, if you did enjoy that video, we're going to do a checkpoint challenge around with Verstappen. Subscribe for more. Follow the links that are down the bottom of the screen that should be popping up momentarily. Subscribe for more daily F1 2019, Snooker 19, WRC 7, as well as other live streams that are available throughout the channel. And until next time around Russia, we will see you next time. And it is for now. Ta-ta for now.